It's a hockey stream on episode 537 of the VIG Lounge as the Pittsburgh Penguins enter the Eye of the Storm in Raleigh as they take on the Hurricanes at Lenovo Center. Can the Penguins come away with another win against the class of the Metro IRL, or will the Hurricanes storm back to even the series against the Pens? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And what I mean by even the series is this two-game separation of away games for Pittsburgh in Carolina, because we beat them already once at home. We've beat them once. We've beat them once on the road. They could win, get one road win, and then we play them again in Pittsburgh to potentially even the series at 2 games apiece. But we're not going to let that happen, are we? Because we don't want to do that here, do we? Being that said, let's jump right in to the Penguins and Canes here on the VIG Lounge. I made that sound a little more than like a playoff series. I didn't mean for that to happen, so I'm not that far ahead yet. Crosby was the opening draw, and shout out to the Wizard of Proz, who is back IRL tonight against the Canes from the injury he suffered in the Olympics, courtesy of the knee destroyer, Radko Gudas. Just glad he's not in the same boat as Austin Matthews. Otherwise, I would have been one angry Penguins fan. Crosby carries in, had knocked off the stick. Puck brought right back in now by Rickard Raquel. And the Penguins have the only shot on goal so far. Seth Jarvis looking to change that. He gets fined for slashing someone with a stick, but some other players get suspended. Just saying, but I guess Seth Jarvis doesn't have a history yet, so maybe that's why. Shot by Raquel, denied by the Canes netminder. We're getting down to about the 5-minute mark of elapsed time in this period. Still waiting for the game's first goal. Sam Girard trying to get it out for the Pens. Battle for it along the wall. It gets loose and the Penguins regather behind the net. Chris Letang. Beautiful pass to Chinikov, who's in alone. Denied by Coach Chekhov, I'm going to assume. What a great chance there for Igor Chinikov. He just was not able to capitalize. Now Letang, with an attempt of his own, he'll shoot. That's blocked. Collected now by Malkin. Trying to get it back to the blue line, and that pass eludes everybody and goes all the way down behind the Penguins' net. Regathered by Ryan Shea. He'll get the pass up to Anthony Mantha, who's had himself a career year for Pittsburgh in this playthrough, and IRL as well. So honestly, Kyle Dubas, if you're listening to the stream, which you most certainly aren't, but if you were, I would say definitely try to lock up Anthony Mantha for maybe a 2 or 3 year term in the offseason, because he has done remarkably well in a Penguins uniform, and I'm definitely happy to have him. Speaking of which, here is Mo. He's in! Denied again by the Canes netminder. Justin Brazeau had it along the wall. Back out to the blue line now. Connor Clifton. Got a shot away, and the Penguins turned aside once more. Blake Lazar. Back out to the blue line for Shea. That shot goes in, and it is indeed Kochetkov. He's taken a break from some not safe for work material to make 8 saves already, as the Penguins are out shooting the Canes 8-1. And there's the breakaway for Igor Chinikov that Kochetkov had turned aside. Blake Lizotte wins it back to Carlson. Erik Karlsson tried to dance the blue line and got knocked off the puck. Goes back into the Hurricane zone. Connor Dewar delivers it. Jackson Blake, son of former NHLer Jason Blake, had his opportunity for Carolina. Now Wotherspoon to the net. That's taken off the stick. Back out to Crosby. Sets up the one-timer and it goes high and wide. Kochetkov pounces on the rebound. 8:36 to go. Carolina still held to a single shot. And the Penguins stuck on 8. Sebastian Aho getting the spotlight treatment. And the Hurricanes win the draw. Penguins get it back. Set up for Carlson. He lets it go. Kochetkov with the save. Big battle for it along the wall. And Raquel comes away with it for Pittsburgh. Raquel takes a hit. Got a shot away and it got blocked by Nikolai Ehlers. Former Winnipeg Jet. And I'm sure Winnipeg still misses him dearly. Shot by Raquel into the breadbasket of Kochetkov. And he will hang on. How am I still stuck at 8 shots? Oh, this is a grudge match too. Okay, cool. Like the shot clock is broken. Mike Riley in a battle with Ryan Shea. Puck goes in on Skinner. Quick drive, scores! Seth Jarvis. His wallet may be a little lighter, but he's still in the lineup and got his 14th of the year. Deflection past Skinner. He had no chance on that one. And on their second shot, the Canes cash in and get the early 1-0 lead. Or not early, I guess I should say. It's late in the first period. Malkin with a drive, trying to get that goal back. He nearly did. The rebound pops up in the air. Back now for Shea. Scores! Shea BM as the Penguins tie it at 1. Under 2 minutes to go as the Penguins get the all-important tying goal. And are looking for more. Great chance denied as Kochetkov is able to stop that and get the whistle with 45.9 to go here in the first. Game tied at 1 with a recent goal from Ryan Shea after the goal from Seth Jarvis got the Hurricanes the 1-0 lead. But it did not take too long for the Penguins to answer. Anthony Mantha, speaking of answering, around in front, he couldn't finish. Sam Girard got knocked off the puck. And a hit by Raquel right as time expires. 1-1 after 1 for the Penguins and Hurricanes here on the VIG Lounge. Look at that shot from Shea. Right up top. Roof Daddy! Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 13-2 in favor of the Pens. Hits a little bit closer, 15-8, but also favoring Pittsburgh. Passing percentage, Pittsburgh leading in that department. Slight edge in face-offs for the Canes, 4-3. It's probably going to get worse, but we'll try. No penalties to speak of as of yet, so what the hell kind of grudge match is this? But maybe we'll get one in period 2. We'll have to see. Either way, 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what this second period has in store, shall we? Ricard Raquel carries in for the Penguins. Trying to find a way through. Lost the puck. Back out to the blue line. Now to Raquel, who's covering for the point. They're getting a pass from Carlson. Parker Wotherspoon trying to get in the way of that shot. Was not successful, but Stuart Skinner was able to knock it aside. Carried in now by Sidney Crosby. Crosby trying to stop up. Takes a hit along the wall. Hopefully Crosby is all right. Didn't look like much. Delivered a hip check. Puck goes in. That's not going to be icing as Russ got there first. I was going to argue that as well. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Back out to the blue line. Sam Girard lets it rip off the pad of Kochetkov. Tommy Novak cuts to the front. There's a battle for it. And the Hurricanes come away with it. Mason Marchment to the goal scorer, Seth Jarvis, who then lost it. And Novak is away. Tommy Novak in with a chance, and Kochetkov turned it away. And will get the whistle once again. Pittsburgh out shooting Carolina 16-3. As we're about 6 minutes into the second period, with the score still being tied at 1 apiece. And Malkin wins the draw. Back to Letang, and that shot went off a stick. May have been the stick of Kochetkov. Kept in by Letang off the boards. And now Chinikov lets it go. Now Svechnikov. There's a lot of Kovs in this game. At least 3 to my knowledge. There's also an Ob with Solovyov, but he's not in the lineup right now, so I guess that wouldn't count. Girard to the net, denied by Kochetkov, and he will get a whistle. 12-13 remaining in the second. And yeah, we're going to be highlighting Pyotr Kochetkov a lot, because that's about everything that they've got going for the Canes right now in this period, as it's been all Pittsburgh in the offensive zone. I guess Brandon was a little too bussy to show up tonight for the Canes. Kindle with a hit to free up the puck. And he still got it. Trying to get a shot off, and it went wide. Back out to the blue line for Letang. That shot got blocked. Back to the blue line once again. Backhand try denied by Kochetkov. And now Kindle's got it. Out to Anthony Mantha. Mantha with a wrist shot denied before it could get to the net. Hurricanes trying to get it out, and I think they will be successful this time, as they do get the clear. Collected behind the Penguins' net by Sam Girard. And tried for a stretch pass, was picked off by Mike Riley. And Nikishin, young Hurricanes defenseman, with a chance in front. Puck gets on the stick now. Blake Lizotte is the fourth line for the Pens, looks to go to work. Lizotte with a chance, denied by Kochetkov. Connor Dewar back to the blue line. Carlson lets it go, and Kochetkov out to challenge the shot and gets the whistle with 7:43 to go here in the second. This time the Canes win the draw, to the surprise of absolutely no one. Jackson Blake trying to get it out. He got it as far as the red line, and then the Penguins brought it back in. Collected by Connor Dewar, and then it was knocked off his stick. The Ghost, Shane Gostisbehere, knocked off the puck. Puck rolls in on Skinner. He's got it, and he'll hang on. Not very busy, but suddenly he's faced a couple of shots as the Hurricanes now have some offensive zone time. Highlighting Parker Wotherspoon, up to nearly 250 hits with 249. And you better believe we are feeling fine. Long drive handled by Skinner, and the puck is taken away by Rust. Rust with a chance, denied by Kochetkov. Penguins trying to get the puck back. Crosby delivers a hit, but apparently it's meaningless because the Canes are able to get out anyway. And there's a goal. Nikolai Ehlers, it's 2-1 Canes. .4:18 to go in the second, and the opportunistic cardiac Canes strike again, as they have not had much in shots, but their sixth one off the stick of Ehlers finds the back of the net. And Seth Jarvis has factored in on both Canes goals. Rust to the net, he scores! I'm so discombobulated I couldn't even do a proper call. But in Rust, we trust, and the Penguins have tied it at 2. Took a hit to make a play as he held on to the puck, went far side on Pyotr Kochetkov, and just like that, this game is tied for the second time tonight. Sidney Crosby wins the draw, gets it to the goal scorer, Brian Rust. It's knocked out of the zone. Regathered by Ryan Shea. Shea creates some space for himself, and he's looking for a second goal. Imagine that. 2 goals from Ryan Shea in the same game. That would be remarkable. Puck deflects out, and regathered by the Penguins. Just gets outside of the Hurricane zone, carried right back in by Ryan Shea. Knocked off his stick by Stankoven. Stankoven in front, nice pad save by Skinner. As Malkin gains the red line and sends it in. Collected along the wall by Connor Clifton. Clifton with what looked like a harmless shot, but Kochetkov had to be ready for it. Set up for oh my God, we're set up for a pretty exciting finish with this game being tied at 2 in the late stages of the second period. And that shot went wide at the whistle, or at the buzzer, I guess I should say. Tied at 2, after 2. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 27-8 in favor of the Penguins. Hits again, closer, 28-14 in favor of Pittsburgh. Passing percentage, we're keeping it up. And faceoffs doubled by the Canes 10-5, but we did win a couple more of that period, so we'll take it. Who's going to be able to get the icebreaker in the third period? We'll have to see. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see what this third period has in store with the third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Hurricanes win the first draw of the period. It's now to Seth Jarvis, who you don't really want around the net. Shot went wide as it was interfered with by a Penguin stick. Sidney Crosby carries the other way for the Penguins. Crosby sets up in the circle, goes near side, and the puck went high and over the net. To the blue line now for Wotherspoon. He lets it go, denied by Kochetkov. Sebastian Aho. More like Sebastian, oh no, because he hits the ice, and that play is broken up. Wotherspoon looks to carry it in, but Hurricane a little too aggressive. And it's our boy, Seth Jarvis, with a cross check to the back of Parker Wotherspoon. Doesn't like the call, and neither do the fans, saying go home ref, but it's pretty evident you can't take your stick and hit someone in the numbers with it. You just can't. And, I mean, Seth should know that. He's been in the league for a few years now. But the Canes win the draw and get the relatively easy clear as it's regathered by Sam Girard. How did that pass miss? I am at a loss for words with that pass. I really am. Yeah, I know we're going to highlight Fyodor Kochetkov again. He's made some excellent saves. I don't need to see it again because we've seen it about 3 times already. I just get annoyed when it's the same player being showcased over and over and over again. Oh, there you go! How's that? Igor Chinikov gets the Penguins their first lead of the night. Power play goal! And Piotr could not stop that one. What a beautiful pass. Chinikov was open, took full advantage of the open space. Dan Muse doesn't look too thrilled, but got to at least have a wry smile, no? He's got to be amused a little bit with that one, I would think. 18:46 to go here in the second. Pittsburgh takes full advantage of the Seth Jarvis cross-checking minor and have scored a goal. Now they're looking for more. Hurricanes get it out, though, after the shot from Novak went wide. Nice play by Wotherspoon to free up the puck. And it's a pass now for Novak again. He's in alone. Denied by Kochetkov in the left pad. Back out to the blue line. Wotherspoon tries to let it go. It goes off the stick to the corner. And Jalen Chatfield got it to Taylor Hall, who's now going to get it out. Puck deflects off the stick of Stuart Skinner. Great save. Sidney Crosby is back into the Kane zone. Stops up, waits for reinforcements, lost the puck. Got it back, and then it trickles down to Jordan Staal, former Penguin. Now longtime Carolina Hurricane and captain of Carolina as well. Has some questionable morals, I'll say, but that's all I'm going to say about that on this stream. Crosby in front, he scores! The Wizard of Cross waves his magic wand, and the Penguins are up 4-2. Now, see, Rod Brendamore has every reason to have his head down and look as menacing as possible. Because, I mean, Carolina had kept it close, but they're being heavily outshot. Pittsburgh's got the majority of puck possession, aside from the faceoffs. And now, you know, it's not close anymore. Oh, how close was that from Kindle? He just rang it off the post. Oh, if that was a left-handed shot, I think that would have been in. But it is what it is. Now Letang trying to get it to Brazeau. Now he does. Brazeau trying to get a shot away. Knocked off the stick by Sean Walker. And a giveaway. And Kindle will send it right back in. Brazeau got their first touch back against the grain. And the puck pops up in the air going off the shoulder of the Carolina netminder. Save made by Skinner. Hard fought battle for the puck on that one. Trying to get the puck to Brazeau. Couldn't do it, but it gets onto the stick of Nola Chari. Lets a shot go, and Kochetkov will hang on to that one down low. Penguins' upcoming schedule. A little bit of home cooking against the Jets, then these Hurricanes once again, and the Colorado Avalanche. And oh my goodness, what a game IRL against Colorado in Denver. I mean, if you thought there was going to be a 7-2 score, nobody would have predicted the Penguins would have been on that side of it, especially not having Crosby and Malkin. But we're a different team this year. Had our ups and downs for sure, but I mean, we're playing pretty well, so got to take it. Oh, and I'm sorry, let me correct myself. We did have Malkin, who had 2 goals. Uh-oh. Pittsburgh 1-for-1 on the man advantage. They've got a second chance here. With 4:17 remaining in this third period. Yeah, you can't be putting your stick out like that, buddy. That's Nikishin. Would he be considered a rookie, I guess, for Carolina? I think he only had playoff experience last year, no? Girard with a blast right off the draw. Collected by Chatfield. Now Carlson looks to dance his way in. He'll shoot. Side of the net. Kochetkov handled that as well. Oh, man, those are some quality chances by the Penguins. From Sam Girard, Erik Karlsson, and Brian Rust, Ricard Raquel at the side of the net. And now Raquel has it again. He'll shoot. Denied by Kochetkov. Raquel scores on his rebound. It's tricky to score a goal unless you are Ricard Raquel. It's tricky. Tricky Ricky. And the Penguins 2 for 2. A man up. You know what Rod Brendamore's got to be telling his team? Stay the fuck out of the box. And why did I swear there? Because it's Rod Brendamore. He probably would swear about that. Out to the blue line. Lost it. And regathered by Erik Karlsson. He'll carry right back in. Karlsson drifting, and he couldn't get the shot off. Uh-oh. 5-minute penalty. I mean, we're not going to have the entire use of that play, but either way, definitely the Hurricanes are imploding here, and Rod Brendamore is at his wit's end. I'm not quite sure why that would have been a 5-minute major, but either way, take it. Even though we've only got a minute to work with. Oh, 5-minute slashing call in a game misconduct. Holy cow. Okay, well, I really hope that the recipient of that slash on the Penguins is okay. I think it was Karlsson, but I'm not 100% sure. And Chinakhov scores! 3 power play goals! And if one team was having a storm surge, it is definitely not Carolina. 3 for 3 on the man advantage, and I believe that is half the Penguins' goals now are a man up. And Rod Brendamore is not happy. Yep, that is the case. 6-2 for the Pens, as Igor Chinakhov has his second goal of the game, and this one on the man advantage. Up now to Sidney Crosby, who also has a goal tonight. For more space, Wotherspoon with a chance, denied by Kochetkov. Hurricanes looking to get one back. And Stuart Skinner said, Beautiful one-touch. Up now to Crosby. In the dying seconds, he'll shoot. Half save! Kochetkov. But the Penguins put up a 6-2 win against the Carolina Hurricanes on the road and go I would say 3 for 3 on the power play, but that other one was a 5-minute major, so I guess that wouldn't really count. But we did score 3 power play goals out of the 6 that were on the board for Pittsburgh, so we'll take that. And Igor Chinakhov with 2. As we see Erik Karlsson hit the deck. Hopefully he's all right. There's Brazeau in front of the net. And let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, 42-13 in favor of Pittsburgh. Hits, 42-17 in favor of Pittsburgh. Look at that. We held on and won out in the passing percentage once again. And we went 3 for 4. I don't know how that would work exactly, but whatever. I'll take it. 75% clip on the power play. I'm not going to complain. And the Penguins come away with a huge 6-2 win as Carolina and their lack of discipline is what sunk them in this game. It was close for a while, 1-1 and 2-2 respectively, but then Carolina started getting into penalty trouble and the Penguins took full advantage of it, along with adding some more goals at even strength as well. But thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer, 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday, everybody.